Avengers Assemble. Cool Nerds Unite podcast proudly presents Avengers Endgame.
Avengers Endgame, you know, they taking us on a long ride. There's some big similarities and some big differences between the actual comic book. Yeah, and, you know, between the comic book and the actual movie series. They, you know, when people say that the Marvel series is one of the greatest stories ever told on screen, you know, I definitely have to say it pretty much is.
I'll give it that.
Like several movies crossed over into one big like trilogy. Really, that's an amazing thing, you know, because apparently, you know, it's in the end game and, you know, and Infinity War kind of are part of the same sex. So you got the first Avengers movie, then you have Age of Ultron, and then you have Infinity War and Endgame, both being really kind of one part of the series as a two-part. And it's like, you know, I definitely can say I'm pleased with the series as a whole.
Oh, yeah,
They've done a wonderful job as an adaptation, straying away from the original series, like, you know, saying the original series storyline, and creating their own. They made Thanos basically almost an icon. He's like a
he's a staple.
He's a staple. He's one of the best well developed villains.
He's up there with Darth Vader
in a very long time.
He actually is.
He is up there with Darth Vader.
Yes.
Can we go back just a little bit?
So we're still talking about the good.
Yeah.
We're talking about the good right now. Is that what we're talking about?
Yeah.
Well, when you say villains, number one villain comes to mind that they did a great job, that Marvel did a great job with, isn't a male. It's a female. It's Hela.
Boom.
Is who?
Hela.
Kate
Blanchett.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Hela.
yeah.
Kate Blanchett can't do any wrong.
I mean, it's Kate Blanchett. It's Kate Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett. Yeah.
Oh, when she played Hela in Thor Ragnarok.
Thor
I know we were
Ragnarok,
talking about Avengers Endgame, but
I hope they bring her back.
I'd be totally remiss if I didn't bring up Hela.
She needs to come back, especially with the new multiverse thing they're going to be bringing in.
Even though I
Loki
believe
having the Tesseract.
So basically that whole ending with her dying to like in the Ragnarok doesn't happen basically for like an alternate.
I mean, they did alter
universe.
Things.
They do have alternate universes and whatnot. They touch more of that upon that in like the actual Infinity Gauntlet, the comic book, and you know, see that was the big thing there. It's like a lot of big differences between the comic book and
but totally
the series.
forgivable.
Oh yeah,
I would say.
I agree.
Yeah,
some things they added that was straight out the book, and some things they didn't.
Yeah,
you know, but I guess it worked because of the way they set up the plot. But I had to really omit certain things because I remember reading, and I know a lot of my friends here at the podcast as well have told me numerous times that, hey, this is a movie. Don't get so caught up because of the comic books.
Don't take it seriously.
You have to just go in there brain dead.
Justin,
you got to go in there brain dead.
That was my Justin imitation.
Yeah. Exactly.
So how you feel about it, Amber?
About Endgame?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Great movie, great wrap up to a fantastic series. I will say that I loved how everything came full circle with this. I love how they were able to tie in the previous movies to this film, but I'm not a fan of time travel plots.
Never have been
at all.
Ever since I've known you.
They're big cop-outs.
It's such a cop-out.
They're super cop-outs. I
don't like time travel plots.
But see, what I did like about, with time travel, there's a lot of things that get thrown into the mix, but it's very self-referential to like, oh, come on, are you basing this off of Back to the Future? And then he starts listing off like
Force Wall Breaking.
All these
I love
other
Back to the Future,
classic,
by the way.
Yeah.
But the way they explained it actually opens doors for other possibilities for other Marvel movies, because they were explaining how when you go back into the past, you're not changing your future.
Just creating another timeline.
You're creating another timeline. So when he said that made me believe, like, so does this mean we can get other universes like X-Men, a Fantastic Four?
Bring it on.
Can we bring in, Adam Warlock? Can we bring in Galactus? Like, come on.
Can we bring in Miles Morales and Venom?
Exactly.
Oh,
right.
Exactly.
That would leave a total opportunity to do that.
Ooh, I would love that.
Because I thought that's what they would do. Like, you kind of left the Easter egg with that a little bit.
And could you imagine a Spider-Man movie that was all the Spider-Mans?
That would be sweet.
Ooh.
All
multiple
the
Spider-Mans in one movie.
Yeah, and have
I see what you did there.
And have some and actually have some symbiotes in the movies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see the first Carnage movie with Carnage in it.
It needs to be rated R, but that's a stretch. That's a stretch.
Especially for Disney.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a really big stretch.
Yeah, man. But see, that's a problem. See, that goes into a deeper problem. It's like, should Disney be the one catering? You know what I'm saying? Making the Marvel movies if you can't make them correctly. It's like Marvel's not a Pixar, a walk in the park. This isn't a Disney. This isn't really a Disney type of thing.
Oh yeah, he wielded the hammer.
Yeah,
He had
the
the
best
hammer.
MVP.
Hey there, Peter Parker. Got something for me?
But that foreshadowed it. They foreshadowed it in Age of Ultron.
Mjolnir in the like Mjolnir in the good old Captain America shield, man. Oh my gosh,
yeah.
He was
had
going
Stormbreaker.
ham with
he
that
almost had the
hammer and
Stormbreaker for a
That
second.
was wonderful.
Because guess what? I always knew he was worthy.
Yeah.
They foreshadowed it in Age of Ultron because he was able to lift it just a bit, and then Thor got a little nervous. Like, wait, hold up, man.
He's like, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Whoa, is he worthy?
You get the baby.
Man,
Okay.
the crowd cheered so loud.
Yes.
In the theater when that
I was one of them in the audience.
He's worthy.
I mean,
And then the combo.
He did a combo move.
That looks straight up out of Marvel vs. Capcom.
Up,
Yeah, it
down,
did.
right,
He was
left,
throwing,
side B,
throwing
right,
that
left.
hammer and the shield at him. I was like, oh man, he giving you like 2 and 3 pieces with shields and just swords.
I feel like I was playing a video game. Like he's
hammers
doing
and
combos
everything.
at him.
I'm like, jeez, man. Oh, dude, the creative
So-
combo.
yeah, this might be a cop out to say, but I mean, for me, the MVP was obviously Iron Man.
Yeah.
A
He,
little
he
bit.
did.
Yeah,
he
but
did do the
The
final
most important
snap.
MVP of the whole
That's
movie.
a given MVP.
Yeah.
It's like you
Yeah.
can't. Yeah, he has to be the MVP. It's like,
Yeah.
okay.
Iron Man.
Good
I know.
throwback to the first
I
movie.
don't know, man.
Yeah, I know. It was great. I know this is
There
going
were
to
a lot
shock a
of
lot of
MVPs.
people.
Uh-huh.
I know this is going to shock a lot of people when I say this.
Shock us, please shock me.
Shock the world.
Scarlet Witch.
Yes,
Oh yeah.
Really?
that was my choice.
We agree?
Yes,
Okay.
I actually agree because they
It's
finally
on
actually
record.
used
We
her.
agree.
Yeah, he said this is on record.
Because they finally used her for what she's used for.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen often.
It only took how many movies?
I know, right? But they finally used her for what she's meant to be used for.
Even though they didn't call her Scarlet Witch, she's something else.
I think that's for rights, isn't it?
Right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
because she's
because
part of the
of-
X-Men.
yeah.
So
So what do they
she's
call?
not
Oh, they just
Scarlet-
call her Wanda.
Yeah, they just call her
Wanda.
name. Exactly, yeah.
Let's play it safe and just call her Wanda.
Wanda.
No, she is Scarlet
You know,
Witch.
there's
I
multiple
don't care.
Wandas. You know,
But I saw a prelude to when she held Thanos up there like that. I saw her on the verge of madness though.
Oh,
like
House of M.
because they have been saying that it's a possibility for a House of M movie.
She's
You
mad.
probably
I mean-
heard-
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
House of M with Magneto and those.
Yeah.
When they make the asteroid, they make Asteroid M. That would be amazing.
You took everything from me. I don't know you.
When they make
Who
that
are
movie,
you?
Because low key,
Like, who
if they
are
start
you?
going into the Asteroid M universe and stuff like that, then that might lead into like eventually like an onslaught movie from X-Men.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And that's going to be a crossover between the X-Men and the Fantastic Four.
We have
So
a Dark
that's
Phoenix,
super-
so
that's super dope.
It's very possible if we have a Dark Phoenix, it's very possible we can get House of M.
Yes, because
Yeah.
Dark Phoenix is low key intertwined in the Galactus
Exactly.
storyline. So
that's why I thought
part of the
Galactus would have been like a
Galactic entity.
perfect end
Planet
credit
Eater.
scene.
First of all, he should have been in the movie in the original comic book Infinity Gauntlet. Galactus was a part of it. Galactus came to the aid of the Avengers
Yeah.
and everyone else trying to defeat Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet, and he failed along everyone else.
Yeah.
Galactus was imprisoned
Yeah.
along with many of the other galactic high beings, Silver Surfer, all of these. guys.
Yeah, I want to see
The
Silver
Watcher.
Surfer come back.
But they have to make
Yeah.
a decent Fantastic Four movie first.
So would you like to see a Silver Surfer movie
Oh,
as opposed to a
absolutely.
Galactus movie?
No, we need them all. We need them all.
Yeah.
Can't do one.
Don't
without
make us
the other.
choose. One does not simply choose. Okay?
See, the thing about
Right.
the thing about the
exactly.
Avengers MCU now is that they've proven you can have it all.
You can have it all.
That's
You
true.
can.
That's true.
You can have it all, which makes me wonder though. So doesn't this kind of hype you guys up for like, because they still got more Avengers movies coming
Oh,
out.
yeah.
There's
This is Avengers 4.
Doctor Strange 2. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Movies that are coming out now make a lot of
Then you
sense.
have
Yeah.
Black
Panther
Black
2.
Panther 2. So I was like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Though, what's going to be the end credits of those?
So now the sequels are starting to make more sense now that the Avengers Endgame.
What's the next big Avenger story?
Well, the thing is,
Mephisto, I would love to see
we
Dark
gotta mention
Phoenix?
Mephisto
yeah.
was a part
Oh,
of it.
yeah.
Was supposed to be a part of this storyline too.
Yeah, I know.
I think Dark
I would
Phoenix.
like to see
I don't
him
know why it's linked
introduced
to that.
somehow.
Right. I'm like,
Yeah,
they don't
see?
have no Ghost Rider figures, no
Yeah.
Mephisto, no Doctor Doom.
Or Brother
Doctor
Voodoo,
Doom is
or-
so important.
You guys
in
had
the
ample
story.
time to come up with a decent Fantastic Four movie, and you failed every time. Every time you failed.
Dude, every time
Well,
it's
if-
like, man, what happened? First time they tried to make it, the thing looked like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I was like, what is this guy?
They could have had Blade.
Oh, Blade.
He's like
yeah.
a Cheeto, you know what I'm
They're
saying?
really pushing that. And
Also, Deadpool. I was surprised that they couldn't get Deadpool even like a quick little funny cameo.
I came in at the end of the fight.
Yeah.
They
would've
signed
been
the rights,
so
guys.
perfect.
I'm here.
Right, I'm here, baby.
That would have been cool. That
Yeah.
would have been funny.
That'd have been
Like,
sweet.
yay, Deadpool has joined the fight.
Because
like
Deadpool is joining the fray, but I can't kill anybody anymore.
Yeah, because Deadpool,
darn.
the second Deadpool movie, had the Wolverine references in it.
Yeah,
it did.
super.
So it's like
did.
they're getting ready for it. You know,
You can see a lot of
The big
yeah,
crossover.
Yeah.
You can see all the crossovers happening without happening yet.
Dude.
Now, I got to talk about something.
Okay,
'Cause this
go
is one of the
right.
things that I did not like about
Go right
Endgame.
ahead.
I
Okay.
hated it. I absolutely despised it. Intelligent Hulk. Smart Hulk.
Oh yeah, okay.
Professor Hulk.
I hated Professor Hulk.
You just
I
Professor Hulk.
despised Professor Hulk.
was
I
it because
wanted-
of the conversation we had?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I wanted
bringing
the
out the
regular Hulk
differences.
too, man. I wanted the regular Hulk back.
It's like this. First of all,
I wanted him
no.
to smash. That was a
First of
sorry
all, there was
excuse.
no real explanation as to how Professor Hulk just became
Okay,
Professor
that
Hulk.
was the only thing I didn't like was we
Yeah.
didn't get the saddest because the whole
It's just-
crux of Hulk's character in Endgame was his inability to trans over or become the Hulk. But now it's just next movie. Oh, he's Professor Hulk.
and no explanation,
Right.
nothing. Just
And they
Professor Hulk.
never
But did you
explained that
hear what he
whatsoever.
said,
So
though?
why can he not transform back
Yeah.
into the Hulk
Well, they didn't explain that, but
at all?
they explained. David Banner or Bruce Banner. He
David Banner.
David Banner.
he discussed the fact that they felt that they could both coexist. He said he stopped fighting the Hulk because he got tired of the Hulk wanting to be a separate entity. He said, well, I figure we can both coexist together.
So translation, budget issues.
Okay.
Translation, budget issues. Translation. We just didn't want Hulk to take over the movie again, and we didn't want to give an explanation as to why we
So
just took
we
him
just
out that
summed it up.
last one.
Yeah.
Because literally their reasoning for taking him out that last movie was mostly around like we wanted to give it a change of pace. We didn't want the Hulk to just do what he does in every movie.
Budget issues.
So we're gonna take him, not have him be such a big integral part of this one. But now why take him out of the next movie completely?
Especially because now that we need him, if he had a switch, I mean, just to go back from Hulk smash to Intelligent Hulk, I mean, you're talking about the biggest battle in the whole series.
First of all,
and
they could have did that so much sweeter. First of all, if you were doing time travel, you could have went to the future and got got Maestro Hulk, and it's like that would have been ridiculous.
That's what I was looking for.
You could have went to the future and got Maestro Hulk if you were doing really sweet crossovers here.
I mean,
But, you know,
She-Hulk, why not?
Yeah.
She-Hulk was a part of the
man.
main of the
She was.
Infinity
She is
Gauntlet.
She-Hulk.
She-Hulk was an integral
that
part
would've
of
been
how
a good
they
way to
beat Thanos.
Silver
Yeah.
Surfer,
Yeah.
because the Silver Surfer was the first one to fight Thanos, and that scene where the Hulk crashes through Doctor Strange's mansion was actually from the comic book, but initially it was Silver Surfer that crashed.
Yeah, that
through.
crashed, exactly.
Yeah, so and he had this fear: hey, Thanos is coming. You gotta beware of him. He's evil. You know.
I feel like there's a lot of missed opportunities. That's basically
that
what
was a
I'm
missed
gathering. Is just like a
opportunity.
whole bunch of missed opportunities. Like it still worked well, but there were
Yeah.
like a lot of missed opportunities that I
Like,
would say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just to bring in so many clutch characters, man. They just kind of, I feel like they kind of copped out a little bit and just kind of either budget issues or like licensing issues, man. They just
Yeah,
It
well,
seemed like a
there were a
combination of
lot
both.
of things that they had to do, but just to bring in, I gotta say this though.
Go ahead.
So,
Go ahead,
something
Justin.
positive.
Go ahead, Justin.
That final battle scene when everyone shows up. You see the Doctor Strange circles. Everybody shows up.
yeah.
And everybody's
portals.
cheering. Yes,
yeah,
the
those portals.
I loved it.
And that has to be the coolest fight scene I've ever seen.
That
in
Ant-Man
cinema.
punch. That Ant-Man punch.
Dude, when they came together at the end, that is straight a poster.
Yeah.
That's a poster.
That
at the
was a
end.
poster right
yes,
there.
when they were clashing, both teams clashed at the end, that's
Like,
a
I
poster
thought-
right there.
Oh yeah.
I thought
oh, yeah.
nothing could top the Battle of Helm's Deep from Two Towers.
That
Seeing
was
that in
awesome.
theaters,
Oh, yeah.
but no, it was
Yeah.
topped.
This topped it for sure, man.
Yeah, it
Like-
getting to see Spider-Man go into
Yeah.
instant kill mode. It's like
Instant kill. That was great.
I like instant kill mode. Wow, that suit's
We finally got
awesome.
to see it.
Like, that suit's
Yeah.
amazing. I was like, okay, Spider-Man was dope, man. Scarlet Witch, she came through, doing what she does.
Man,
Pink-
Pepper Potts.
Pepper
yeah,
Potts.
Potts,
yes.
Potts,
Pepper
brilliant.
Potts in the Iron Man
Pepper
suit.
Potts
I'm
threw
like,
down.
That's straight out the comic book too.
That
Oh,
was
yeah.
so
Yeah,
great to see.
that was cool.
Oh, that was
cool.
dope. That was real dope, man. Obviously you got to
Valkyrie.
see you got Black
the
Panther
Valkyries.
in his suit work for
Oh
real.
yeah.
Man, when they were all chanting "Ibombe," the entire audience was chanting with them.
Ibombe.
That was just so
Ah, you
cool.
gotta love when the
There
fans
will
get
be no
involved. Like,
challenge today.
but I will say, if I was to watch it again, I don't need to watch the whole 3 hours. Honestly, this movie did not need to be 3 hours. I'm going to say that. It was.
Really?
I don't think so. But at the same time, it didn't feel like 3
I
hours.
felt like the beginning of the movie kind of dragged.
Paced very well. I didn't feel like I was watching it 3 hours.
I felt like the beginning of the movie. It cleaned up more towards the end, but the beginning of the movie kind of dragged a little bit. Oh, but I do have a funny point. So, really, like, unrealistic moment for me. When Thanos reads his daughter, you know what I'm saying, reads his daughter's brain.
Here, emails.
Yeah, reads her brain. Finds out where the Avengers are. You know what I'm saying? Finds out what the Avengers are.
Oh, you're talking about when he read Nebula's mind?
Nebula's brain, and finds out where they are, and bombs the entire shelter.
I thought they were dead.
How does Captain survive? How does Hawkeye survive? How does
Rocket survive?
Yes, how does Rocket Raccoon survive?
How is he not roadkill?
Dude, how are none of them not roadkill? They literally fell and fell from a concave building, falling upon them down through a trench.
Because plot armor, man. We established this in the Game of Thrones talk. God.
At least the Hulk is the Hulk. Captain America at least got some super serum. And I guess
I can understand Ant-Man surviving because he can just kind of shrink
until
exactly, and be inside that suit that would protect him anyway. So it's like it's blast proof. So I'm
I
like,
get that.
I get that.
Captain America though, no way.
I was like, and
he
Hawkeye.
Yeah, Hawkeye for sure.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any superpowers. He's just a good shot.
The power of plot armor.
Exactly. No durability. It's like, how does he live that? He fell all that way.
You just accept it. You don't ask questions.
He wasn't even injured. I was like,
dust himself off.
Yeah, just dust myself off.
Rocket Raccoon, he weighs what, like 20 pounds, 25
like
pounds?
ounces.
Exactly. So I'm like, dude, how did he live through that?
He should have at least had a broken limb or two.
Exactly.
A missing ear? I don't know.
Didn't even have a scuffed paw. It was like
a scuffed paw.
I was like, man.
Here's another question
splinters.
I want to ask you guys. What was one of the moments that within the movie that was so emotional that you felt it was maybe a little bit too much emotional for you?
Yeah.
Iron Man meeting his dad.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's a different change of pace. I was really expecting someone to go ahead and say the cliche one.
Him dying?
Yeah, him dying.
Yeah, I didn't feel that bad.
I didn't feel it,
man.
I did.
I like Robert Downey Jr. He by far a really good actor. He played an amazing Tony Stark for sure. I didn't feel necessarily that bad when he died. I felt really more nostalgic.
Bittersweet,
bittersweet,
nostalgic.
nostalgic.
More nostalgic with it, and it sold up the nostalgia when old Captain America came onto the scene and passed on
the torch.
Yeah.
That was
Pass the shield torch.
I love that part.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, that part was
the
good.
cherry
To
on top of the
Falcon.
cake for me, man.
Yeah.
Hello? Yeah, there's a black guy. He has a shield. I think he took it from Captain America.
I thought Winter Soldier was
trying to
going to
get the
the
TSA
shield
with
first.
that thing. Huh? It's like, right?
I thought
This
the
m-
Winter Soldier was going to get
You know
it
what this
first,
means,
so.
though?
Yeah.
We're going to get a Falcon Captain America movie.
Yeah, they're working on a
Phase 4.
series for Disney.
Okay.
Disney Plus.
Oh, Disney.
Man, I wonder how much is that going to cost a month? Because I'm going to have to decide what I'm canceling for that.
Yeah, he said I'm canceling for that one.
I would say. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say what got me emotional. I didn't get emotional with Tony. I felt something, but I didn't get emotional. It was nostalgia, bittersweet, like I would say. But what really just had me going was when everybody came out of the portals and everybody coming together.
Hype.
Yes.
The
It
hype
was
of it all, because like I
So
said,
hype.
everything came full circle. They were. Like I said, I don't like time travel, but the way they were able to tie in all the movies,
Yeah.
bring back all the characters. Tilda Swinton came back.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. So that's where I felt the nostalgia and the emotion. Like everybody's coming back, and it made you realize how big the cast actually was. Like you didn't really realize how big this cast was until you saw all of them.
When you see all of the A characters, the B characters, even some of the C ones in there.
It felt like
and the
one,
armies behind them.
Yeah.
Yes,
all
it
of
felt
the
like
armies.
one big curtain call, one last bow. Let's do this. Let's go out with a bang.
The
This is
look
the
on
series
Thanos'
finale.
face, he was just like, oh.
Great. Exactly.
Oh, shiitake mushrooms.
So
oh my
they're all here now.
Gang's all here.
So that's what got me emotional. Like of all of it, like it felt like this is the end of an era. We are going out. We are closing this down. And after everything, that is kind of like a rising action climax, and then the falling action, and it's like okay, we're just kind of dissipating now.
And this isn't the end of Phase 3, though. That's going to be ending with the next movie, Far From Home.
I think the moment that really got me was the fact when Peter Parker, Spider-Man, and Tony Stark, Iron Man, they
It was funny.
finally connected.
was
Finally talked, and he's steadily talking to him. And so Robert Downey Jr. he had nothing to say at first, but his emotions,
You can
his
see it in his
body
face.
language, you could see it in his face.
Right.
Automatically, I started crying.
Man.
Because I was like,
It was a
oh
cool
man,
scene.
it was a very cool scene,
Brief, but
and it
cool.
played out very good.
It was like kind of like a switch of the scene from Infinity War.
Oh yeah,
It was, yeah. Speaking of switches, I'm going to say this because Black Widow's, not Black, was it Black Widow?
Who?
I can't even think of her name.
Oh, the cliff scene.
Yeah, the cliff scene.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Black Widow.
Black Widow.
That's
Black
Black
Widow.
Widow.
Yeah,
that's
Black Widow. I don't know why I was thinking her name was something else, but Black Widow, I didn't particularly like that. To me, it
like
almost played kind of comical at first.
A bit.
And
Like,
then
I'm gonna jump off the cliff. No, I'm gonna
I'm
jump
gonna jump
off
off
the
the cliff.
cliff.
No, me. And I kind of laughed a little, and I
yeah,
shouldn't
it
have.
kind of was annoying.
Right.
And they,
It's like,
I feel
why
like they
you guys-
copied and pasted Gamora's scene with it, right down
Yeah.
to the music, right down to the position that she died in. Everything was copy and paste,
Right.
and it was comical when I felt like it shouldn't have been comical.
Anticlimactic.
Yeah, it's like, oh,
Yeah.
she died. Darn
It's
it.
like, yeah, and to be
They
perfectly-
dragged it out.
Once again, perfectly honest with you, when Black Widow died, was I really all that upset? I'm like, oh,
Not really.
yeah,
Not really.
I like Hawkeye better. Anyway.
I missed her in the final battle.
I was like, thank you.
Yeah.
I just about missed her in the final battle, but
It's
that
like,
was
like I got that thing about like I feel like sometimes, man, writers are just really scary writers, and they're afraid to kill off certain characters.
Oh, yeah,
man. And
definitely.
I'm just
That
like,
shows.
dude, they're very scary because I'm like, you always want to kill. You always are killing off characters that people really don't even care that much about, like that. Black Widow is like, how could you? It's like, is Black Widow anybody in this room's favorite character? Is she even in the top 5?
I mean, she would have been nice to have in the
she's
final battle.
like number 10 for me. I
Oh,
think.
number 10. See, that's
Yeah.
not that good, man. It's like, I'm like, no.
Well, my thing is, if you're gonna kill someone, like truly kill someone, if you're gonna go there, then go there. Don't jump around it. If you're gonna do it, do it. Don't kill off B characters. Don't test the
Yeah.
waters. If you're gonna
Yeah.
do it, go all the
like
way with
Kill
it.
somebody
It's like when they
that
killed
matters.
Loki at the very beginning of Infinity War. That was like they're not messing around.
Yes,
Right, it
I
set
felt
the
that.
stage, it set
I
the
was,
tone.
I was
The
actually
stakes
happy
were
with
really
that.
high
Yeah.
then.
I was happy with that.
No
They-
resurrections.
Right, they killed Heimdall. They killed Heimdall, aka Idris Elba. Come on now.
Bay.
Man.
Idris Elba is Bay. I'm just saying. But yeah, it's like when you're supposed to go. If you're gonna do something, go all the way with it.
Yeah.
Don't go around it.
Yeah, they played around with the who's gonna die, and that kind of ruined the
Yeah.
feels that you could have had from it for me.
So yeah, I will say, as far as watching again, I'll watch that last hour. I wouldn't watch anything else.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, because the first 3/4 of it felt very Ocean's 11 heist movie, and then a gradual build up to the final battle. Whereas the previous movie, Infinity Wars, was action nonstop. I mean, but it didn't need to be 3 hours. I would say 2 hours and 40 minutes max. But even still, the pacing was still pretty good. I
Yeah.
think a lot of stuff could have been
Yeah.
left out. But
There was some good humor in there too.
oh yeah, some nice,
Yeah.
Like
cool humor. Fat
Ant-Man
Thor.
losing his tacos, and then
Fat Thor.
Professor Hulk. Oh my gosh, gotta talk about Thick Thor.
Fat Thor, Thick Thor. I
Thick
love
Thor
Thick
playing
Thor.
Fortnite.
That was the
Trash
best.
talking kids on
Dog,
Fortnite.
He was the best. That was the funniest part of the movie when he
Thick
came
Thor.
out with that stomach and that beer. Yes, dude. I was like, Thor.
Oh, that was
I
hilarious.
love Thick
Thor
Thor.
turned into the
That-
ultimate bro. He was
He
just
is
like,
the bro.
You know what's running through my veins? Cheese whiz.
cheese whiz and
I was gonna say
love.
gravy. It's gravy.
You look like melted
Your
ice
mashed potato and
cream.
your veins have gravy.
So we all know that it's going to be Avengers 4.
Mm-hmm.
So what are the expectations? My expectations, actually, I must say, is I think it's going to be an all-female cast, majority female version of the Avengers.
They did foreshadow that a little bit when they were
Yeah.
all defending Peter Parker.
Oh, she's not.
Yeah.
She has help, or what was the line? She's not alone.
She's
or-
not alone. She
Yeah.
has or something. So they kind of foreshadowed that a bit because you had the whole
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised. I would like to see something like that.
Yeah.
Speaking of women, Captain Marvel. How do we feel about how she was used in this movie?
She's
think-
OP, but
Yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely more OP than she was in the actual Infinity Gauntlet storyline. By all means, because I'm like, she's able to go toe to toe with Thanos in this. In the real Infinity Gauntlet, Thanos is able to mop the floor with her as well as half of the universe, like almost simultaneously. He cuts his power in half and still is able to mop the floor with
Yeah.
the guys. So it's like the fact that she's able to kind of go with them. Like now, it's like, okay, well, you either one really downplayed Thanos or you really upplayed her.
Just the only thing that I wanted more from Captain Marvel is more description of what in the heck her superpower is. I still don't get what it is. Like she mentions photon blasts, and
we don't know what photon blasts are.
Yeah, so we get that she has her power connected to the Tesseract, but other than that, that's just what I want more. Just more description of what actually her powers are.
All I can get is that her power basically stems from that of the Space Stone.
Thank you for listening to Cool Nerds Unite podcast. We at Cool Nerds Unite would like to thank you for your continued support. If you have comments or suggestions, email us at coolnerdsunite@gmail.com. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. Listen to us on iTunes, Podbean, SoundCloud, and Spotify. And remember, stay nerdy.